Hello world! Curses of madness be upon you all, my friends. Would you look at this? Overwatch has a new comic. First of 5, very interesting, good start. Better late than never, I guess. I'm not going to read through this properly with you. I advise you to go and look at it in your own time. Go and actually see what this story has for you. Personally, as I just said, better late than never. I will also have to add the caveat that, personally, too little too late. For what it is, the comic is fine. Starts with Tracer helping people around London. Because Overwatch is over, she needs Overwatch to sort of feel like she's doing something impactful in the world. Cool. Actual mild character development for Tracer. Happy days. We then meet an Omnic, who is probably my actual favourite aspect of the story all told. Iggy. She's got a gorgeous design. She's a fun-loving, music-loving, punk-ass Omnic. She's great. More of her in the next 5 chapters, or I riot, essentially. I do like this section where the Omnics actually discuss sort of their particularities over music and like what they enjoy. That's genuinely interesting. But as you'll notice, I'm sort of avoiding the plot because, personally, Overwatch really struggles when it comes to plot. I mean, there's actually conflict here. This is good. I miss this. I'm glad to see it. But then, this final page, next issue, points out that Montrose is still alive. And he's about to have a rally. And so this is set before Alive? Do we have to keep retreading old ground? Like, Hero of Numbani was good on a character level, and it at least had a plot. But again, it was just covering an incident that we already had a very strong base understanding of, as we do over the situation in London, Tracer, Mondata, the Omnics. Like, we get this. Like, Overwatch is really good at character writing. Personally, I think they have some really strong-ass characters in here. But when there's not really that much stakes for them to be getting into conflict over, and there's the only conflict is with faceless nobodies who represent something we already understand. I hope this develops forward. I hope it actually has something to do with Overwatch 2 and pushing the overall plot in the present day forward. That would be really nice. I'm just already sort of doubting that that's coming from this. Like, Apex Legends has been giving me weekly plot progression and character development with more tangible, personal, emotive goals and aims and influences and motivations from each character. This is one story about Tracer coming to terms with stuff that she and we already knew. Admittedly, coming down here is nice, but then in the underworld, but it looks nowhere near as cool as it does on the King's Row map. Like, where's all the sort of giant central hole in the ground, the sort of, is it Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions, how the human settlement looks there? Like, where's all of that? It just looks really fucking normal. The grid powers the... This is the grid. Is literally this one thing. I mean, I assume it's not, right? But I really like some of the visual work. The character design is all really good. But I don't know. It all feels just like colours and lights. It's a light show. It's got these little gems. Like this bit, and like, yeah, the music is really good. I like how that was brought into it. It gives the Omnics themselves some soul, which is awesome. And this stuff could lead into some more exploration of Null Sector. That'd be nice. I mean, this is set like 7 years after Uprising, so it's not going to be the same Omnics who did not. Uprising, it just kind of feels like it'd be a bit of a stretch to link them back here. Yeah, there's so many things that I just feel a bit about this comic that ultimately boil down to, yeah, too little too late, man. Like, if you'd released this story a year ago, I still would have been there like, this, at least this first issue, that must be bared in mind, that this is only the first issue. There are 4 more to come. And at least it's something, I gotta say that, and it's pretty, it all looks really cool. It's maybe lacking on some of the sort of environmental design front, personally. This is nice, but then when we had the opportunity to show off the underground, as I said, nothing was really done with it. Tracer and Emily are cute, but, you know, there's no story there. This is my problem. It's all lore, there's no story. No matter what happens here, it's unlikely to change our understanding of events as they've occurred. There's not going to be any change, it's just maybe further understanding. And yes, this is the first of 5. As I should have finished. There are 4 more issues of this to come. I'm glad that they're back making comics at least, I can't deny that much. But I can't help also feeling just a bit sort of, it just feels a bit empty. I hate to be that guy about it. Like, I've got so much faith in Overwatch to do well and in its potential that I feel like such a dick for being there like, over this. Because there's some solid work here. I mean, it's been made by Dark Horse Comics. They've been getting a lot of work in the video game industry lately, evidently. And it's at least finally trying to give us some new Omnic designs, explore the human Omnic divide a bit more. There's so many bits about this that I like, but I just can't escape this. But I kind of knew all this. We kind of, like, these 2-3 pages are maybe, like, the furthest that we didn't know. Like, it's amazing to have it confirmed that Omnics appreciate music and have genuine taste. Like, they have, like, almost, like, evidential personality. This is glorious. This is the stuff I've been missing. I kind of don't care about the rest. But I would actually care way more about the rest if it actually seemed to be progressing the plot in a way that I hadn't already sort of understood. Yeah, Omnic human tensions are pretty down to the wire. We get this. We even get some reverse, potentially human Omnic racism. No, or maybe an actual understandable cause, like no Omnic needs the help of a human, like we need to actualize on our own. Stop trying to help us, because then that sort of defeats the object. There's all sorts of ways you can look at this. It's kind of interesting, but I'm here like, I've been wanting your plot to progress for like years, and you finally come back with something, and it doesn't actually do that. It actually just goes back, covers something that we know, and I'm saying this all and over again, I feel like Overwatch now. I'm treading old ground. There's not very much point to this video now, at this point. Like, I've said everything I kind of need to say. It's good for what it is. Like, London Calling is a good comic. Right? I like the art. I like the character design. I especially like the character design. Iggy can stay. Competition for new best girl is hotting up already. But yeah. It's all stuff we've explored before. It doesn't feel like it's actually really building on anything beyond this page. These 2 pages. These 4 pages are where there's stuff that I'm actually there like, oh, okay, new stuff. Cool. And it doesn't do a hell of a lot. In the broad scheme of things, it is at least nice on a character level. Cool. Overwatch has always been good at character, I think. Its character writing is usually relatively solid. Its themes are solid, as I've presented already. But to retread old ground, move your fucking story forward, please. I hope that's where this is going. Because I'm just starting to get sick of it now. Start covering Apex because I'm so bored of Overwatch's potential just lying there stagnant. I hope that this is a sign that things are changing. Do me proud, Lena. No, screw you. Iggy, where are you, babe? Iggy, do me proud. That would be great. Thank you, gal. I hope you enjoyed my mini rant. It's not usual that I actually have stuff to rant about. I try to be more positive. But, yeah, the London Calling, good comic for what it is. If you wanted the story to move forward, you're going to be disappointed. As far as I'm concerned. Thank you for coming and listening to my pretty shitty TED Talk. I've been Euclidean Vision. the emotional support, who's even forgetting his own sort of self-acclaimed subtitles or monikers or whatever the fuck they are at this point, because I'm so just about this whole thing. Take care of yourselves out there, teammates, and may the glorious light of Best Girl, who may very well soon become Iggy, shine within you. There she is. Bye-bye, y'all.